Morning boys and girls, welcome to your next maths lesson. We're going to be moving on from our multiplication, moving into division. Now division is the opposite of multiplication. So we're still going to be using our times tables a lot. And our learning objective for today is to begin to use long division. Before we move on to long division, I'm just going to give you a reminder of some division that you've already done. So this is our division sign, which means to share by. So this calculation means 12, which is why I've got my 12 cubes, divided or shared by 3. So I'm going to show you what that looks like now. Just as a recap, I'm going to put the cubes out into 3 equal groups. Got my 3 groups there, and if we count up how many is in each group, how many are in each group, there are 4 in each group. So 12 divided by 3 gives us 4. The other way to do that, sticking with my 12 cubes and dividing by 3, is to put 3 into each group, which should give us the answer of 4. So this time we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So 12 divided by 3 or shared by 3 gives us the answer of 4. Some of you probably already knew that, and a quicker way to do it, if you're confident, is to always count in your 3s until you get to 12. 3, 6, 9, 12, which gives us the answer of 4. However, when we come on to greater division calculations, such as this one here, it's not always as easy. Now, some of you may know the answer to this one, 24 divided by 2, but I'm going to show you a method now, the method of long division, which is for more complex division calculations. Okay, so I'm going to show you two different calculations, and then I want you to go away and have a go. There are a lot of steps with this, so please take your time, and we're going to be sticking with the 2 times table today for today's lesson. So if you want, just to help yourself out, write down your 2 times tables. If you don't need to do that and you already know them all up to 20, then just do them in your head. Okay, so that's just there to give me a hand. Right, so we're going to do 24 divided by 2, 24 shared by 2. And here I've got my 2 10s, 20, and 4 1s for 4, so 24. So I'm going to start off by drawing this shape here, which we sometimes refer to as the bus stop. And inside the bus stop is the number 24. Okay, and we are going to be dividing by, so on the outside, dividing by 2. Now, this is the part where we have to use our 2 times tables, because remember, multiplication is the opposite of division. So what we need to do is try and get rid of these here by sharing them out. So I'm going to start off in the 2 times table. We're going to get rid of 2 groups of, using my 2 times table, I'm going to get rid of 2 groups of 10. Okay, so 2 groups of 10. I've got 2 groups of 10 over there that I know I can get rid of and group. So 2 groups of 10 gives me 20. So 10, 20. So I'm going to get rid of those from here. And now that I've got rid of my 2 10s, I am left with, as you can see over here as well, 4 subtract 0 is 4, 2 subtract 0 is nothing. And we can see there is the 4 left here. Right, we haven't quite finished yet because we need to get rid of all of the 24. So we're going to use our 2 times table again. because we're dividing by 2. So 2 groups of, what are we going to get rid of this time? 2 groups of what? I could get rid of 2 groups of 1 there. Could get rid of 2 groups of 1 there. Okay, but that would just get rid of 2. What else? Have a little think. What else could I get rid of? 2 groups of, if you're counting your 2s, 2, 4. 2, 4. Let's get rid of 2 groups of 2. 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2. And that would get rid of the rest of those deans. 4 subtract 4 leaves me with nothing. So now you've finished your long division calculation because you're left with no deans. You've got rid of all 24. But how does that help us find the answer to 24 divided by 2? We have to look down the side here. And whatever you have multiplied by, and I always circle them to remind myself, whatever you have multiplied by should give you the answer. So 10 and 2 should give you 12. So let's just bring back our deans. We started with 24, and if you were to put them into 2 equal groups, you would have on the wrong side, that 1 10 and 2 1s, which is 12, 1 10 and 2 1s, which is 12. Okay, I'm going to show you it again with a larger number this time. We're sticking with the 2 times table, right? So remember, I've got my cheat sheet over there to help me. Okay, first step, use that bus stop, and inside goes the number that we are dividing, which is 46, and on the outside goes the number 2. Okay, now we want to get rid of all of these deans, these 46 deans. So we're going to use our 2 times table to multiply. So what should we get rid of first? 2 groups of what? Now I can see really clearly I have 2 groups of 10 there. 1 10, 2 10s. So I'm going to get rid, first of all, of 2 groups of 10. So there's my 2 groups of 10. So I need to get rid of them from the 46. Put them to one side. And when I calculated this subtraction here, it should give me that number. 6 subtract 0 is 6. 4 subtract 2 is 2. So I should be left with 26. And I can see I've got 2 10s. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1s, 26. Okay, so we're going to have to do this again because we have not got rid of all the deans yet. So let's staying in our 2 times table because we're dividing by 2. I'm going to get rid of 2 groups of, I can see straight away I have 2 groups of 10 again there. So I'm going to get rid of 2 groups of 10. There's my 2 groups of 10. And I know that that is 20. I'm going to put that to one side. And again, once I've subtracted this number here, these numbers here, I should be left with that amount. So let's find out. 6 subtract 0 gives us 6. 2 subtract 2 gives us nothing. Have I got 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. But we're still not finished yet. We need to get rid of those 16s. So staying with our 2 times table. 2 multiplied by, now what do you multiply 2 by to get 6? That will give you your number to go in there. So count in your 2s till we've got rid of all these. 2, 4, 6. The answer in there is 3. 2, 4, 6. So we're going to get rid of 6. So if I've got rid of all of those, I'm now left with nothing. And that is your long division finished. Okay, but how do we get, once again, how do we get that answer? So I'm going to circle these. Okay, now our answer should be 10, 20, 20 add 3. So 46 divided by 2 is 23. Now just to check, I'm going to bring my 46 back in here, put it into 2 equal groups. So there's my 2 10s on that group and 3 1s. 46 divided by 2 is 23. Now that method is very complex, so do take your time with it and give it a really good go, and I'll be very, very impressed.